What I feel when I am dancing, I feel free. I just feel confident, I feel strong, I feel in control of who I am. I knew this is what I wanted to do. I didn't want to do anything else but dance. It's crazy. My name is Akira Armstrong, and I'm the CEO and founder of Pretty Big Movement, which is a full-figured professional dance company. I started Pretty Big Movement 9 years ago, and I felt that there was a void in mainstream media where it wasn't a platform for plus-size professional dancers. I didn't fit in. Even walking into auditions, I didn't feel like I belong. The typical expected body type is the ballerinas, you know, the long legs, the long arms, long torso. It's upsetting that society puts this label on dancers because for me, it's about the talent. I had booked this major gig with Beyonce. I decided, well, let me audition for more representation. I auditioned for at least 5 different agencies, and they all kept saying the same thing. She's good, but we don't know how to market her. And I got tired of hearing that. Even though I struggled with things, it was my passion. It's something that I wanted to do. It's something that I loved. And I kept pushing. And it just got to a point where I was like, this is really what I want to do. We came up with the name Pretty Big. And from there I said, I need a pack of girls who know how to move, who know how to dance. We have a range of young ladies who are professional dancers. They work hard to prove themselves, not only to me, but also to themselves. 5, 6, 7, here we go. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, jump. One thing is that we do is our Pretty Big Movement workshop. Anybody is welcome to come to our workshops. I am pretty big, and I am powerful because I feel nothing but love in this room. We do power circles, and that portion of the workshop becomes very emotional.
Each and every day I'm learning to love myself, and those who tore me down can't keep me down.
We have had people say, I beat divorce, I beat suicide, I was a rape victim.
I beat cancer, so I wasn't gonna let this foot.
They just feel comfortable enough to just spill it all out. The misconceptions that people have about plus-size women: we are lazy, we have low self-esteem, we don't care about our appearance, we are non-existent, and we exist. This is who I am, plus-size and fabulous.
Lion dancing dates back to the Tang Dynasty in China. It was really meant to ward off the evil spirits and welcome the good ones. I am a 20-something-year-old millennial, but I still hold this piece of tradition. Grab 3 rings and make 3 lines. I was born and raised in Chinatown. We do have a lot of the Chinese traditions that they've come over and carried on and passed on to us. Lion dancing is really important to Chinatown because it is a traditional sport. It's something that a lot of people do come out and they celebrate around Chinese New Year. Typically includes at least 2 people per set. In a lion, you'll have somebody who plays the lion head and then somebody who plays the tail. When you first come in, you walk through the door, you can't just pick up a lion head. It takes about a year for you to be able to work your way up to that level. Kung Fu is the foundation of lion dance. Their stances and their leg work is extremely important. We're having you train in your footwork and your stances, making sure that you're strong enough to physically hold yourself through a routine, but also a lion head, because a lion head is heavy. It's typically anywhere between 15 to 30 pounds. Typically, we teach different routines for each of the lines, just because you never know which one you're going to play. You can see us line dancing in the streets. Any time where there is a community event, we'll usually partake in them. In Chinatown, a lot of people are familiar with line dancing and they get really pumped and excited for it. So just the energy and the atmosphere for me is 10 times better. It's really important for all of us that we are educated about line dancing and we do carry it on just because it is kind of a lost art here in America. For me, when I do have children one day, I would like to pass that on to them as well. I think it's really important. I think it's what makes our family our family.
Mayan dances are a huge part of Guatemalan history and religion. And the ancient ritual of the deer dance is particularly important.
Baile del Venado es la remembranza de la creación del mundo.
The Feast of Corpus Christi, celebrated on May 31st, is a huge Catholic holiday in Central and South American countries. Guatemala is no exception. There, it's a celebration filled with tradition, ritual, and dance. As part of the holiday, the villagers of Patzún come together to put on the deer dance. Juan Gomez has been participating in the dance for over 20 years, but this tradition goes back much farther than that.
La danza viene desde la época prehispánica, 2000, 3000 años antes de la llegada de los españoles, y se ha conservado tal como está, ¿verdad? Y no se ha querido cambiar.
The deer dance represents a deer hunt. It's intending to show how humans and other animals have had to coexist in nature throughout history.
La ceremonia que maya se hace un día antes de la celebración de Corpus. Se ha venido conservando que debe ser trajes originales, pieles originales. Las máscaras, bueno, lo hacen algunos artesanos totalmente, uno o dos que pueden hacer las máscaras. Exclusivamente la danza del venado es una flauta muy especial, aproximadamente de 40 centímetros de largo, un grosor tal vez de 1 pulgada de diámetro, y el teponaztle, que es un tambor exclusivamente de madera. Como que esto a ellos les da una bendición de vida, de sus trabajos, de sus siembras, como un sacrificio que se hace. Es la comunicación a través de la danza. Hay una comunicación entre el pueblo y los abuelos y los seres divinos. Especialmente sale todo el pueblo a ver todo esto. Y luego vienen turistas nacionales y vienen extranjeros. Bueno, para mí es sagrado, es profundo. Constantemente nos repite de la existencia de los abuelos entre nosotros.
Dance is something that comes in every last one of us from birth. What we do is take that and give them an opportunity to personalize it. And then it empowers us to dance at this level. My name is Melva Mitchell-Aco, and I'm the founder of Northwest Tap Connection. Our mission is to close the gap for underserved communities with an emphasis on children of color, and really just open that door for young people who would not be able to have accessibility to the arts because of cost, to have those opportunities that are enriching. When I started Northwest Tap, I was working for the Seattle Police Department. And my goal was that children that I got to see on a weekly basis, I would never see across my desk.
This walking piece is very much about our culture, and you need to dance it that way.
Tap dancing is the foundation of our organization. I strive to make sure that children understand that it is a dance form that comes out of Black culture.
Let me see that.
It comes out of protest, and we have to appreciate it, embrace it, and protect it as we pass it down.
Northwest Tap is a race and social justice oriented studio, and being an African American male, I don't think had I danced at another studio that I would have been surrounded by so many fellow African Americans, and I feel like that has given me the confidence to feel comfortable in my skin and normal everyday life. I don't really like talking very much, but when it comes to dancing, I am able to just communicate in a way that touches people rather than what they're just hearing.
My feelings as I watch young people dance, there is this sense of pride for the work that they do, but then at the same time, there's this sense of fear and trouble for me. How much longer will we continue with this struggle? Dance is such an empowering tool. We are a community of many colors, many genders, identifications, but we are one. Through these children that dance, we're creating a new tomorrow.